Hey guys, so this has been a long time coming, but I'm really glad that I've started to do this. This has really helped with my confidence, and yeah, so this is a intro on getting to know me, about my channel, and yeah, so here it goes. So first of all, I am going to go through the list of what people have asked me, and obviously I'll add on anything that obviously I think you might want to know. So yeah, here we go. First of all, I'll obviously just start with about me. So this question was asked, they just wanted to know, obviously start off with my name, age and everything. So my name's Sammy, but full name is Samantha. I am 26. My birthday is in December 13th, so when it's on a Friday, guys, even though I don't believe any suspicious stuff, it can always be the Friday the 13th, but I actually have always had a really good day on Friday the 13th, so, well, there you go. And then after that, it is about me and Cal, and how did we meet? We met, I would say when we first probably met, it was when there was a massive group of us on a night out, and me and him really got to start talking then, and we really got on as friends. And then I think because we were so close, it feelings did start to develop and everything. Yeah, that's where we really hit off. Really, we kept it on the down low for a while just because we didn't want to rush into anything. And then he took me to Bristol Zoo on my birthday. Yeah, that was, I was trying to think then, but yeah, on my birthday, and that's when he asked me. And yes, it would be 2 years this year, but we were talking for quite a bit before that, so it's been quite a while. And yeah, so I didn't actually know if I mentioned that obviously Cal is my partner, as you guys know, and also we are parents to a gorgeous little girl. It's not that I don't want the public to kind of know about my daughter yet. I think just because I'm getting used to all this and everything, I will, you know, I think I'll start mentioning her name a little bit more after. But she's absolutely amazing. Our little girl was 9 weeks early. She was a premature. She weighed 4 pounds exactly, and she's just amazing. She's catching up. I think actually she's caught up with her height, weight and everything, and she's doing amazingly. I'm so proud of her, and I do plan to do sort of like routine videos with her in it. Like I mostly wake up with her in the morning because Cal had a lot of trouble sleeping before lockdown and everything, so I think he was doing like late shifts at work and everything, and then he came to lockdown, and I got up early all the time with Ruby anyway, obviously being on maternity leave. I think the only other fact I can say is at the moment, with obviously lockdown happening, I am now officially off maternity, but I'm now on furlough because our little girl is classed as vulnerable due to her SVTs of a heart condition. SVTs is anything basically heart rate above 200. As far as we're though concerned, we haven't experienced any episodes of her, so yeah, I can safely say she's doing really well. Now back to my book. Favorite thing about me. And so back to my little list. I got asked any advice for new parents. So if I can say something for the mums is really enjoy your pregnancy, because even though I love my little girl no matter how much, I can't describe in words. I wouldn't have had anything different because I love her the way she is, but I think I would have maybe liked, because I think because when you have a premature baby, it is one big rush because you're not prepared to have them so early. So I would say, guys, you know, be prepared, basically, that it is such a, I loved the experience of being pregnant, I really did, and you know, enjoy every minute of it, but be prepared, obviously. Oh, we were quite lucky with Ruby because she really was never ever a cry baby at all. She very rarely woke up during the night for a bottle. We actually had to set alarms to feed her because obviously for a while, obviously first couple of weeks for full-term babies, if they wake up once during the night, it's not an issue as long as they obviously get fed 4 hourly throughout the day. Whereas with Ruby, because obviously she was premature, we had to make sure she was pulling on the weight. But yeah, I can safely say she, you know, she's doing absolutely amazingly, and just enjoy every minute of it, guys. I would definitely recommend getting Cowpox because Ruby started teething quite early, actually, because I was quite an early baby for teething and everything. They don't always get their teeth through, but I recommend the bibs as well, absolutely, because it's very easy just to shove on clothes for them, and then obviously it's just sopping wet for, and then you've got to change it again. You rather just change the bib than the whole entire outfit. I recommend plenty of muzzies because some babies are absolutely fine. Some baby have what's called reflux, which is the sick of the milk, basically. So Ruby used to have really bad reflux, but she now, since she's having solids, it does go gradually down. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. I also recommend, if you do want to start something like, well, I say like, if you want to start breastfeeding or pumping, basically, I had a handheld one rather than an electric one, because I had an electric one when she was in NICU and everything, but I had a handheld pump, which was about 18 quid from Argos, I think it was, and it's a Tommy Tippy one, and I honestly could not fault it, guys. Literally, obviously you can go your own pace and everything, because sometimes I found the electric ones, obviously if you're quite sensitive, basically, and it starts to hurt, at least you can do it in your own pace and stop when you want, whereas with an electric one it's quite hard because obviously you've got to stop at the machine and all that business. But yeah, I definitely do recommend trying it, but obviously if you can, they are just as healthy doing the you know, milk. I used SMA, but you just try what's best for your baby. Maybe try something that you were, say like you had, sorry, when you were young, so whether that was cow's milk, Aptamil, is it Aptamil? Yeah, Aptamil, SMA. Try it all, but go by your little one. If, say for example, you had SMA, but they are reacting better to Cowgate, you get Cowgate. Literally go by what's best for you. But I do recommend trying breastfeeding and everything, but it is not for everyone, so do not be disheartened, because at the end of it, as I said, they are just as healthy and beautiful with, you know, formula. And also I would pack plenty of clothes, because honestly the explosions as well as the sick is nasty. So yeah, and I just recommend, if especially the newborn stuff and everything, if people offer you sort of like, you know, basic decent stuff, take it, because honestly they're going to go through it like no tomorrow. But I also recommend, do not get loads of clothes either. Don't waste a lot of money. If you do get second-hand clothes but they are decent, save your money, honestly, because it can become really expensive. We've only had to buy the last lot of Ruby's clothes. We've been quite lucky because we've been getting given clothes that haven't even been worn, or literally clothes that have just been worn once. They've always been really decent, but even if they were worn a few times, I would be grateful anyway, because it is very, very expensive. But obviously that's your choice at the end of the day. Like, whatever you want to do, you go and do. And yeah, so I think that's basically it, guys. And onto that one, we can go to another question, which was my reaction with pregnancy. a shock, because literally 2 months before I got told that it was very limited of the fact that I could have children due to having many wound infections. I was so much so, and then yeah, I was really ill for 8 months. I was so poorly, but then found out we were having our little girl, and it was a shock, but I am a Christian, and even though obviously I'm not a strong Christian, obviously due to having sex before marriage, it doesn't define the fact that I don't believe in stuff, and I do believe that that was a path that, you know, I've always wanted and that I was given, and she's an absolute miracle, and she was a surprise. But I really cannot stand people that says they were a mistake. No, you choose to do it. If you don't plan it, in my opinion, it's a massive, great surprise, because you know what you're doing, and if you didn't want it, then be sensible. And obviously, things happen, and I was absolutely over the moon. I really was, and so was Cal. And our parents were so supportive, and you know, we wouldn't have her any other way. We adore the bones of her, and so it was a definite surprise, but at the end of the day, it's just the best thing that's ever happened to us, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was really ill during the pregnancy, but my friend actually, like my best friend, said to me, you probably were one of the, like, you know, one of a few people that I knew to have a really bad pregnancy. Yeah, the whole way through you just said it'd be worth it in the end, and it really was. Like, I don't see, there was no point moaning, in my opinion, because I just knew I would have something amazing by the end of it. So yeah, it was a surprise, but an amazing surprise. And someone asked me what was my favourite thing. So my favourite thing about being, sorry, I read favourite because it's what I wrote down here. But what's my favourite thing about being a mum? My favourite thing about being a mum is the fact that I'm not a very soppy person. I never have been, but I have never ever, I mean, obviously I love my partner to pieces, but I have never in my life felt so much love for one person ever. Like, I love my partner, I love my family, I love my friends, but the love you have for your children is like nothing else, and that's what I love. I just love being a mum in general, but I think it is the amount of love I can give for her, because I always thought, oh, I love my family so much, I love my friends so much, and I love my partner so much. Like, there's nothing else I can give. And then once you're a parent, that is it. They come at the top of your list, and she is the best thing that has ever happened for me and Cal. She really is. The biggest goal in my life is another question. My biggest goal in life, I think, is just to live like my granddad, John, did. So my granddad John passed away a year ago in May at a very good age of 93, and it's just to love life, be happy, because I've had a very rough few months of postnatal depression and anxiety. I had it really bad, but I think it was a stem of obviously having a premature baby, coming early, and then she sadly went in with bronchiolitis, which we thought was nearly the end of her, but thank God she's a strong little one she is, and pulled through. And there was just many other personal issues that was going on, and I'm not afraid and ashamed to say that I had postnatal depression, because it's a very common thing, and I don't think you should be ashamed of it, because it doesn't make you a bad mum, it doesn't make you a bad person. And I think as time goes on, and I even went into a mother and baby unit, and since then I really feel the strongest I have ever been. I feel really happy, and yeah, I, you know, that, yeah, so I think the biggest goal is literally that. But I think if you're talking like what would I like to achieve, I would like to become a primary school teacher. That is the one thing I would love to do, and I'm hoping after obviously the pandemic is all over, I would like to put my application form in and do it next year. And I really look forward to it because I love helping children and I love looking after children. I just think they're amazing people, the way they learn, the way they start to become their own characters. I think it is amazing. So yes, that's the biggest goal I have in life. And my plans for the next 12 months, plans for the next 12 months, well obviously to put my application form in for uni, to get my maths GCSE, I'm really looking forward to August, because if all goes well with this lockdown, we are going on holiday and taking Ruby on her first holiday, and I cannot wait. Another thing is to lose weight, and I do plan to sort of do some of my workouts. I have done one over on Instagram, but I think it's quite hard to maybe do it on YouTube, because obviously we've only got a few weights and things like that I do, and I think because I'm not like what I call pro at it, I probably maybe don't feel comfortable, but that is what I do want to do, is lose weight. I'm not gonna lie guys, in the next 12 months I would love my hair to be sorted out, because this was a pixie lock before lockdown and it's more like a bob now. And the next 12 months is for me and Cal to also move house. We got a garden for Ruby, that is what we're currently doing at the moment. And I think that might be it, to be honest with you, because that's what I would like to do, but there are probably many things in the future that will happen, and I think it's more or less to enjoy life and just enjoy being what I am as a mum, you know, girlfriend, daughter, just loving life in general. So yeah, that's what I think, that's what I'd like to do in the next 12 months. What did I study? I studied at University of Worcester Education Studies, which is all round education, and that is when I thought I want to be a primary school teacher, because that is what my mum is. And yeah, that's what I studied, and I really enjoyed it, and I came out with a 2-1, 2, I think it was 2-1 I might have come out with. I can't remember actually, just because it was a while ago, but yeah. And yeah, I really enjoyed uni. I met some amazing people and I loved learning in education studies, so yeah, really thoroughly enjoyed it. So that goes on to sort of explain more about me, about my family, which obviously I have mum, dad, my brother who's the youngest, and my sister who's after me, and I am the oldest, so obviously of 3 of us. I'm originally from Bristol but living in Worcester now. I absolutely love Worcester, it's an amazing place, and I think it was quite funny actually, because I was talking to someone once saying a lot of people move to Bristol because they love the city life. Not for me, I love the peaceful life, and I think it was also because I kind of started my own life here. And I mean, I've got some amazing, like my best friend from Bristol, and I've got many other close friends in Bristol that I absolutely adore, and you know, I adore my family, but I think it was just something I wanted to do, and something I think like I need to do to get that adult feeling. And yeah, I really enjoy living here. But yeah, I am a Bristol girl, so you probably can tell by the farm accent. But yeah, so I am going to be doing cleaning videos, routine videos, which is like morning, evening, routines with routines with my little girl, which I also plan to do, and I also plan to just maybe do get ready with me videos. But I wanted this video to be really, really chilled because, as you can see, I am just in a normal top, hair, I promise it's brush, but I haven't done anything with, and I haven't put any makeup on because I thought this is a chill day for me, where I'm going to be just tidying up and doing the little bits that I do throughout the week. Like, the reason our bed cover is like this is because I'm in the middle of about to put it in the wash, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave it like that, I'm going to dress like this, I'm going to look like this to let you guys know that this is sort of me on a chill day. I don't want to be one of these YouTubers that have to constantly do my makeup, do my hair, because obviously I am a mum, and even though I've been on maternity leave, I am busy all the time with keeping up with the housework, laundry, you name it. But I really do feel like this has really helped me, and I really do look forward to doing many more videos. I think my next video I aim to do is the morning routine. It'll be quite hard because my morning routine obviously is with my little girl, but what I think I might do is maybe do a morning routine for myself if, say for example, Karen got up that morning, and then do a routine with my daughter separately. So I know that's one thing that everyone requested. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I know it might not be professional just yet, but I really, really do want to get this channel going, and I hope you come on the journey with me, and I really look forward to I think make changes in my life, obviously, such as lose the weight, be more positive and everything, because it's really hard when you've got postnatal depression and anxiety. And I also learned not long ago I actually have a form of autism, so I don't deal with emotions well, and I'm more of a person that's very, very, very private, but since having postnatal depression, because of my autism, I express my feelings more, and I always look back and I think, why did I write that? That is just me attention seeking. But I think if people knew me, and people obviously really understood that this isn't me at the moment, I think, do you know what, those are the type of people that know me, that's the type of people that I would like to think that, you know, will support me all the way through this. But this, I think doing this video is the start of something of me just being happier, and being more positive, and really getting myself back to who I was. I've never been like, you know, I've never really thought much of myself anyway, but I want to get to that thing where I'm really happy with myself, I'm always positive, and I have lost ever so slightly some weight for the past month, I think it is, and yeah, I really feel better with it because I'm eating better, drinking lots of water, and my clothes are now starting to fit me a little bit more. So, well, thank you anyway, guys, and like I said, it was a sort of chilled one, and if you do think of anything, please message me or comment below. And yeah, so I think, what's the saying goes, like this, subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to put the bell on because I don't really put the bell on anything, but if you want to, click the bell, and comment if you literally feel like I can do something better, or even do something you wish for me to do. Those type of comments I'm really wanting to know, so I know what to do better and what I can do to make this channel, I think, more fun. So I think, yeah, it's time to say goodbye, and I will see you my next video. See you later.